Hello everyone, Danny here again, and I wanted to talk about the Lagiacrus fight again. My first impressions of it weren't very good, and I immediately made a post a bit too hasty and negatively slamming the fight. I'm under no pressure by anybody to make this video. I'm a person who's a firm believer that first impressions aren't that important. In fact, one of my best friends is somebody I met that I didn't initially like in for like months. So with that said, I don't believe in first impressions at all. And then another thing I wanted to say was, after going through the fight multiple times, like going into groups as well as fighting the Lagiacrus a couple more times, I have found that the fight's actually pretty good. The underwater part, um, thousands of times better. It is actually improved. Now that I understood the mechanics and stuff, before it was just like, oh, we just sit here underwater until it decides to jump back out again. No, it's not like that. And I like the new strategies for it. You can sit there and shoot pods at it. You could drop rocks on it. Yeah, they're limited, and then you can clutch onto it and stab it. And I like that. So the fact that they kept the underwater combat pretty limited, I think that's it says a lot. So yeah, and that was the part that's still, in my opinion, a little awkward, but they made it streamlined. So good job, Capcom. Good job, developers. You guys did it. So disregard my initial anger at the quest. And I also wanted to address too the Seregios, not sure how you pronounce that. That's a pretty interesting fight too. The bleed status is really annoying, but the thing doesn't do so much damage to where it's going to one-shot you. And so you have plenty of time to duck to or eat a jerky to get rid of the status. But that's a pretty fun fight. Kind of reminds me of a bleed version of Ray Dow. So yeah, I think that one was pretty good. Well, with that said, oh, and then I'll have videos on that on the channel coming up, so stay tuned for that. Well, anyways, with that said, I'm out.